folks on air. With fees set to rise in 2012 and record numbers applying, is going to university losing its shine with many young people? According to today's Telegraph, the number of young people applying for jobs straight from school has rocketed up. Jason Borg is from notgoingtouni.co.uk. Hello, Jason.
Hi there.
It can't be that easy going straight from school to getting a job, can it?
It can, and again, there are loads of apprenticeships available which in some cases don't have entry requirements, and in many cases don't require you to have any kind of previous work experience. All you need to do is meet an entry requirement set, which is typically 5 A to Cs at GCSE, and you can enrol for an apprenticeship.
Do you think this, is a reaction to maybe some of the more far-fetched and, well, let's face it, frankly useless university degrees?
Quite possibly so, but at the same time, there'll always be a problem if you have many people doing the same thing, because then the employer is asking the same question time and time again. All right, it's all well and good you having a degree, but what else can you do? What work experience do you have? So everyone is joining the same queue and facing the same problem.
It's that life experience that you almost lose when you go straight to university, because you're not really getting a grip on the workplace and how the world works.
That's it. Again, that's another frustration that I myself even experienced when I went, as we all did, perhaps 10 years ago. And I used to say to people, no one told me about the alternatives back then. But you're entirely right. The problem is that people are lacking valuable work experience. That is the problem. And another thing is that the debate has changed now. Before, we weren't looking to universities and saying, right now, why is it you're not preparing young people for the world of work? And universities are now turning around and saying, well, was that our job to begin with? We're just here to give you degrees. That's another problem.
Do we then get into a situation where with graduate schemes having so much demand, a lot of graduates are competing then with school leavers for the same kind of entry jobs?
To an extent, yes, and to an extent, no. I myself have done exactly what you just said. I came out of university and I tried to get into banking, and instead of getting in through a graduate post, I went through at a school and college leaver post, and I found it very difficult. Part of me was wondering whether I was not being selected because I held a degree. But at the same time, a graduate cannot apply for an apprenticeship because they've already been funded. So that's out of the loop, and that's safe for school and college leavers. So, but yes, that is still happening. That's a big problem too.
Do we know what the figures are for mature students? Because as a mature student, I came into media by kind of the side door, in as much as I did lots of other things. And at the age of in my mid-20s, mid to late 20s, I kind of said, actually, I want to do something else, and I put myself through a very basic kind of BTEC college course in media, and then wrote a load of letters, and eventually got taken up and ended up at 3 counties. But as far as are lots of mature people still wanting to go and study?
There are a number, especially many of those who have unfortunately been made redundant and are looking to retrain. So many people do want to retrain. They get into university as a mature student. A lot of them go through distance learning, so not just the Open University, but RDI as well, which is on notgoingtouni.co.uk. With regards to apprenticeships, there are age requirements, so it's typically between 16 and 18 and 16 and 24.
Are there enough apprenticeships, Jason? We've had a text to say that there aren't enough apprenticeships.
Yeah, I've faced that. When I've delivered talks, many people say to me, there are apprenticeships. The problem is that there are not enough in my area, and they're all highly regionalised. I think the government is investing in 10,000 further apprenticeships at advanced and higher level, so it will increase, and they are increasing in popularity. We're all talking about it now. I think it will become embedded into popular culture and will be on par, at least as far as its standing is concerned, with the university and our attitudes towards it.
Jason, fascinating talking to you. Appreciate your time. Jason Borg there from notgoingtouni.co.uk. Have your say. We're almost through the first hour, and without a shadow of a doubt, this is my favourite moment of the last hour.